Ready up.
Check. 59.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Zoom.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Watch the run.
Now Jackson on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. Well, how about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Malone. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now Johnson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 15 on it.
Let him know.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Julio Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Watch the twist.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Caught left side by Hilton.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Here we go. Black 20.
Here's the mic. Got wide, I got wide.
8.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Strip that ball.
From the 29, Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Bell. 12 yards there and a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup.
Down the numbers. throws. There he goes. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Jackson. On the comebacker, complete. That's Malone. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
From the gun, Jackson. This is hauled in by Deontay Burnett. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Jackson for the shotgun. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Now Bell hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Blue 30. 51. Too little, Cupcake.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Black 20? Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
All day, baby, all day.
Alert. 58.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Steelers.
All right, now.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Showing it. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey.
Here's Roethlisberger. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it with Bell. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
57. Mike, 57.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. And he's got room. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Check 26.
Now Bell. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, check. Under 10. Under 10. 10. 50. Hey, alert. Here we go.
Roethlisberger. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Crackers, gotta spin. 24. 95 to Sandville. Check, he's Mike. I know he is.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Pick 6 all day.
You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Over the middle, complete. It's Malone. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Quentin Williams. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
That's right. That's right. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Boom, boom.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Roethlisberger now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll go again here with Matt. That is scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Double tight. Double
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix with a pick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, baby, let's go.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's complete. Hooper. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Let's go. 51, 951. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
At the Jaguars' 36-yard line.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Off the play fake, here's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
Yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Hey, cross. Check 24. Check 24.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Ready. 57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Jackson now. Going to throw again. Forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
77. 51.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. He'll buy some time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Von Miller. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Single receiver.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Down Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
49, check 49, check 49.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Malone. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big third down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards.
First and 10.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Mike to 59. Stay with your man.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Mike, check, 59. I'm coming.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Come on.
They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
6 yards. On deck, punt. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Brandon Graham just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here we go.
Now it's Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Here's Jackson to throw, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
59.
From the gun, Jackson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home running down.
It got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Quarter.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
51. Check Mike, check Mike.
22, 44.
On 2nd down and 4, Roethlisberger lets it fly for Thielen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Pick 6, baby. Let's get it.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Tighten up.
Again, it's Bell.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Watch the edge. Hey, check 23.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
7's the mic. Watch 57.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Delta.
Hey, check Mike 57.
Jackson on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I don't think you got it, sir. Check 3.
Jack 16. Jack 16.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Grant's got it over the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Let's go.
58, right over there, 58, right there.
Now it's Roethlisberger.
Give me trash. Let's go.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Here we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Check 50. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing now is Jackson.
What we got?
Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They got a chance to strike.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure it, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Roethlisberger on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 24-yard line.
They'll come out 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
No. 3 down. No.
Like I said.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Pittsburgh, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son.